Hi, everyone. Come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come in, come in. I'm on-air talent, entertainment journalist, and I'm super excited to be here today as we enter into the hours. We are entering into the hours before season 2 of Tyler Perry's Sistas comes on. Today, we will be joining and having incredible conversations with several of the cast members. So I'm really excited about this. As you guys are checking in, let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Want to shout you out. It comes on tonight at 9/8 Central, so make sure you guys are tuning into that. And we're going to be joined by 4 of the cast members. So make sure you guys are just sending them love. This is season 2. This is major. Tyler Perry has brought it back to BET. And it's a show for us, by us, on a network that celebrates us. So I'm super excited. So let me see. First up, I want to make sure that you guys know it's a 2-hour season premiere tonight. So no, you're not, your TV guide isn't broken or whatever. You check your guide. It is 2 hours. You get right back into the storyline with so many of our favorite characters. And make sure you guys are using the hashtag Sistas on BET when you guys do post. Now let me see if I got my sis in here. Mignon is going to be my, you all know her as the incredible Danny.
What you talking about?
I'm talking about you.
You talking about me?
I
Why
said,
you talking about me? Hey, Gia.
how are you?
I'm good. I lost you for a second. You there?
Can you see me?
I can see you, but I can't hear you. Your sound's going in and out.
No, let me take these out. What about now?
Great.
Girl, how are you? How are you holding up in COVID? First of all, you look gorgeous. This hair is life.
Darling, I'm trying. I'm in the Jamaican sunset.
You're in Jamaica?
Yeah, my mom turned 60, but I love y'all, so I'm gonna still work.
Your mom turned 60 years old?
Yeah, so it was really important for us because we almost lost her to COVID in August. Like she's a kidney transplant patient. She's a diabetic because of her kidney transplant medicine. She takes immunosuppressant drugs because of the transplant.
Wow.
But she still kicked COVID. You know, we could be celebrating this 60th birthday without her. So,
What?
you know, we really could, but God was like, nah.
Oh, what a beautiful note to start that on. And thank you. Happy birthday to your mom. I'm so glad that she made it through COVID and came out celebrating 60. God is good. But you know what else is good? You guys are returning for season 2.
I know.
Sistas.
We're like saving the world from having to rewatch everything they've already watched.
Literally. And you all did it. You made history as, I think, the first group of actors to go back to work. So what was that like being in the bubble during the time when most sets were closed down? Tyler Perry made sure that you all were safe. So what was that like filming season 2?
So it was crazy, Gia. We were filming in a pandemic, but it was also crazy awesome. You know what I mean? Like Ebony Obsidian and I were housemates and our roommates. We only like shared the living room and the dining room. Mm-hmm. But the first 4 days we were supposed to get our results within 24 hours. But the lab that we went with happened to get inundated at the exact same time because that's when Georgia started to peak again. Because you know how the governor let them out.
Show did. And ain't never really closed.
Right. And it's like, y'all should be closed because AT aliens already are aliens, right? So anyway, it took 4 extra days. So like Ebony was supposed to come to the house, 3 days sooner. And this is how crazy it was. We started a day late.
Wow.
But we finished a day earlier than what we were supposed to even finish if we had started on time.
Jeez. Wow.
You know what I mean? Like,
so you guys were ahead of schedule.
Yeah, we beat the initial schedule by 1 day.
Wow.
Even though
I'm looking at all of these comments and people are saying Danny is my favorite. I love Danny so much. That's my favorite sister. Now that you've been on our screens for 1 good year now. We've fallen in love with all of you guys. But what does that feel like to see the fan love? What does that do to your heart and your soul to see how many people really love how you're playing this character?
That makes me feel really good. I try not to think about it too much, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense at all. Like, but I am grateful. The thing that, I'm gonna be honest with you, the thing that really moves me, like when people tell me Danny is my favorite, I'm gonna be honest with you. I almost like, I'm like, okay, like as I'm like, she's funny. People like funny people. But what really moves me is when people like say, you know, watching you has got me through tough times. That's when it gets me right here.
That's good, sis.
Like that's when it gets me. It's like I like that Danny's your favorite, but it's like when someone says I was able to like make their day or bring them some joy or like bless them, like that's when I'm like, I don't know what y'all. I didn't know words had allergies in them. Y'all know I got bad allergies.
I can't. No, I think it's so beautiful because your character, it brings such a comedic relief, but it's also, we all know a Danny. We all have a friend who's a little bit irreverent at times, lit at times when, you know, we need you to be not lit, but it's great because you remind us to live and enjoy the moment and to be present. And I think that's so beautiful. And I'm going to ask this to everyone tonight because the Sistas season 2 tagline is Sistas are forever. So who are your forever sisters? Like who's your tribe?
My real life sister, we're actually getting closer as, you know, we get older. My cousins who are all here right now, we like have been like saying we're sister cousins our whole lives. And then I have 2 girlfriends from college. One of them, I'm sure Gia, you've met, Michelle Weaver.
Yes.
Yeah, and then my other friend, Jamie Joseph, like we were roommates. We were roommates after we graduated, and Michelle slept on the top bunk. I slept on the bottom bunk. Oh, Jamie slept perpendicular. Like, and Jamie's also an actress. Y'all will be seeing her soon as well. But I mean, and then also some, you know, people in Atlanta, like Anka Vlasen. She's a producer for Adult Swim, and Hope Lee. She's another independent producer. Like, I have a lot of sisterhoods in a lot of different places. Khadijah Hall. Yeah, I'm shouting y'all out.
Come on.
Names.
Name the name. This is like the radio. You remember the radio back in the day? Like, hello, I would like to shout out my mother. I would like to shout out my sister.
Yes.
Shout them out.
I'm naming names.
That's right. That's what we're here for. We're here to celebrate each other, but we got to celebrate our sisters, our everyday tribes who literally get us to the places where we are now. Like I know for a fact your sisters have been screaming for you since you booked this role. So it's just so dope.
Krista Heskey, shouting out. I'm thinking of people who are just pivotal in my, honestly, survival. You know, like even though it's not necessarily an everyday, like day by day thing, but some people were just pivotal in my survival.
Ooh, that's a word. My sisters are pivotal in my survival. That is a word. I feel like that is what the show is about. It shows us how pivotal sisterhood is, especially for Black women in survival. You know, it's so good. Yes, honey. And then I gotta ask you, because on the show, Danny has a friend that we all know, played by our brother Deval Ellis. And we're hearing a lot about, you know, protect Black women, and we're hearing a lot about how important it is that we actually focus on what that looks like to protect Black women. So in terms of friendship between Black men and Black women, what do you think protecting Black women looks like, even in friendship? Even if y'all blur the lines sometimes, what do you think that looks like?
What does it look like, even in friendship, like Devale? So me and Devale are really close off screen too, because of the amount of work we had to do. Shout out to Zach. Season 1, just a lot of comedic heavy lifting Zach and Danny did season 1, and so me and him have arguments about that. Me and him, we argue all the time. I don't think he argues with any of the other sisters like me, because like me and him act like real life big brother, little sister. Right. I make him mad. I hit him one time. He's like, "Stop hitting me. You want Black men to protect y'all, but you hitting people. Stop hitting people." Deval one of them black men. You can't hit Deval. He hates it. He hates it. But tell
we
him
gotta ask him about it later.
Too.
I'm gonna ask him about it later. He's hopping on in like 20 minutes.
Gia, I promise you, he's still mad. I promise. He tried to act like he not, but I promise he's still mad. And it hurt my feelings. I was like, why are you mad at me? I thought we was closer than that. Like, but even in that, like, but to like in a serious note, like, it's just the fact that we like just can have that brother sister friendship. I think honestly, I want to be honest with black men and black women, we have a fracture, and I really want to see it mended. And I like that even though me and Deval are just close like that, we can argue like brother and sister. I wish when a lot of times black men and black women argue, they could just argue like brother and sister. We could disagree like brother and sister, because at the end of the day, brother and sister are still family. But a lot of times it's like we be coming for each other's jugular. You know what I mean? Like, and I realized though, even when I would be like that, when I would get mad at black men about stuff, I realized that it came from a lot of like hurt, a lot of pain, especially as a black woman. I feel like that I have felt abandoned by black men. And so it's just kind of like, I'm not going to even lie, but I'm starting to like men from that, because I realized that black men, the pressure that black men are under, it's so in the forefront. And the pressure that black women are under is so nuanced. Like, it's in the forefront in the way that all black people suffer, but the very specific way that black women suffer, we suffer in silence because that's what women are taught to do. And so it's really not, I don't think it's black men's fault when they kind of miss our pain, because we've been taught to hide it so well. We've been taught to put it to the side for our family. We've been taught to put it to the side for him because of the pressure that he's under. And so I think now our role as black women is just being vulnerable with our men. A lot of times we're not willing to be vulnerable and just say, you know what? I feel hurt. You know what? I feel abandoned. I think if you say that to a man, at first he might be in his own feelings because that's how we are. But I think that'll land after a while. You know what I mean? And if you consistently can show up and be brave enough to be vulnerable, like Brene Brown, talks about.
Come on, Brene be talking. She be preaching.
Brene talks that talk. If you're willing to be brave enough to be vulnerable, I think that's how we'll heal, if we both come to the table with our vulnerability and just fight like brother and sister, because we love each other.
Yeah, we're family at the end of the day. You just dropped a word. This is a sermon. Y'all can pass y'all collections. Make sure you pay the pastor the tithe. Now, look, no, but for real, you really did speak a word. Family. At the end of the day, we are not okay without each other. We need each other.
Right.
Like, in this experience, if 2020 taught us anything, we need to be there to support each other. So I love that you said that. Before I let you go, I got to ask you, what can we expect from season 2 without giving any spoilers? What can fans expect from Danny in season 2?
Oh, Danny, I think if you really pay attention to her from episode 1 to episode 22, you'll see that Danny is really it's this subtle thing inside of her. She's making choices. She's making decisions. She's evaluating. She's growing in a very inch by inch subtle kind of way.
Right.
And I mean, she's still herself, but just the way she handles certain situations, she's like, she's trying to work on herself. She's not as quick to jump to somebody's drama anymore, because she's like, I got drama. Like, I got a life too, But that's not too much, but really pay attention to her internal journey.
I love that. Well, we love you so much. We're so proud of you. I'm so excited to see you on the season 2 premiere of Sistas tonight on BET at 9/8 Central. Is there anything else you want to say to the fans who are sending you love?
I'm so grateful that you guys are on here. So thankful that you love us and you love TP and you love BET. Just keep loving one another. Lead with love, fight with love, fight like brother and sister. Thank you.
Love you. Enjoy the rest of your Jamaica trip, girl. Bring back some sand.
Jamaica.
Okay. Bring me back some sand. Thank you.
Yeah, sand. Okay.
I love you, girl. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. I just She's just such a great person, and I just am obsessed. Let me make sure my sister is in the room. Is Novi here? Novi, if you're here, say hello, say what's up, because thank you guys for all the oh, here she is. I'm about to bring in Novi. You all know her and love her. She's been killing the game. Novi!
What's up, y'all?
Hi, sister.
How are you?
Girl, I am happier now that I can see you. I love seeing you always. So
I love hearing from you.
Always. How are you, girl? It is the premiere night. Season 2 is really here. Like,
It's
what?
here, y'all.
How do you feel?
I don't know. It's a lot of mixed emotions. You know what I'm saying? Usually around this time, I feel like God blesses you with so many emotions. But I'm just so grateful, you know, because this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And you know, I was having a live the other day. Like I was telling people, I was one of those people on EBT. I went from EBT to BET. So like, you guys can get anything done. You know what I'm saying? You guys can get anything done.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can you say that one more time for the folks in the back?
We went from EBT to BET, y'all. Get into it.
Anything is possible. Wow, anything is possible. I'm so proud of you.
Anything is possible.
And people are saying, "Hi, Sabrina." What does that feel like when people call you by that name? And how has your experience been now that you have played Sabrina for a year? Tell me how your life has changed, girl, because that is what an incredible blessing that is.
It's just so exciting. Just to honestly hear women being like, oh, that's the character I connect with, you know, I feel seen and all that kind of other stuff feels really dope. It feels dope to inspire even when it's a hairstyle or something. It's just nice to have a conversation with a lot of the Black women I can't talk to like this every single day, even if it's like, you know, through the TV or something like that. So I love that. And then obviously I love that now I'm here, girl. I'm in the game. Like, we about to get it cracking, okay? Like, your girl's gonna come. I'm gonna deliver, fam. Like, I want to make sure that I'm making great content, that I have the opportunity to open up the doors for a lot of other people that come after me as well. So I'm just really excited because the dialogue is changing, the narrative is changing, and you, girl, y'all on this live, me, we're all a part of that conversation. So
That's right. That's brilliant. Oh, and so I've been asking everybody who's a part of this evening's event, this takeover. The tagline for season 2 is "Sistas are forever." Who are your forever sisters? Tell me about the importance of having that sisterhood and tribe.
I have a couple forever sisters. My homegirl Renita, my homegirl Destiny, Erica. I have a couple of homegirls, but I also have a couple homeboys, okay, that are in my circle too, because, you know, we need that nice balance of energy. We like the different perspectives. But sisterhood, just having feminine energy in your life, gives you a chance to practice that vulnerability, gives you a chance to, you know, stay soft and to stay feminine. And that means receptive, you know, and I'm not talking about sex or gender. I'm just talking about energetically, meaning that I'm in the state of receiving the information, receiving the directions, you know, and I feel like that's what we women keep each other soft for. We keep each other hopeful, you know, and vibrant. So that's what I really love about sisterhood.
I love that we keep each other hopeful and vibrant. That is so true. Every time I come into contact with anything you're doing, I automatically do feel better. Like, you are just such a walking light, and I'm just so proud of you for the way that you show up in this world and the way that you are so intentional about your art, about your voice, about your message. I just had to say that real quick.
I just love you so much, G. Like, I feel like we're soulmates, you know? From the moment I saw you, it was like an across the room. It was a recognizing of one another, you know? And I just love to see you glowing, and you inspire me, girl. Like, you ain't no joke out here, okay? So I'm just excited that I'm part of your journey, your purpose, your story, you know? And you know you can always call on me, girl.
Okay.
She gonna show up.
Because you know what? Because you know it will. Okay, look, let's get back to this official questions. Okay.
Let's go to the questions.
So on the show, Sabrina's best friend, Maurice, and this is actually, you know, we're going to take it back down to the serious things that the show touches on. He was brutally attacked because of his sexuality as a gay man on the show. And we hear a lot about protecting Black women, but it's also important that we're protecting our brothers and our sisters and all of the human beings that are also part of the Black LGBTQIA plus community. And I love that Tyler Perry and the writers were very, very honest and truthful about their portrayal of this moment. When you were a part of that scene, what did you feel? How did you feel? And why is it so important that shows like Sistas touch on this and touch on the things that are happening within our community?
Yeah, I mean, it's so many things, but at the end of the day, people just want to be loved, you know, and I grew up in the LGBT community as a normal thing for me. You know, one of my first jobs, I was a co-check girl, you know, at lesbian parties when I was a kid and stuff like that. And I never saw any difference. I just thought people love people. I didn't know it had to be a certain way and there were rules to follow. So when this piece came along and Brian and I heavily discussed this and made sure that we had a real, you know, conversation about what this looks like, because I think it's very easy for us to have a conversation outside of our community, but we have to have conversations within our community as well, and how we're treating one another. And at the end of the day, we shouldn't want to police anybody's level of compassion or empathy. We should just want to be able to help nurture that. You know what I'm saying? And so when that moment came, girl, I had to stay focused. You know, we only get like once, maybe twice to shoot it. Right. So I was like, no, I'm more focused on the truth of this story, which is that there are young people getting murdered because of their compassion, because of how they are made, you know, through God. And you don't have to agree with somebody's choices, but you don't also get to dictate how they choose to live their life. And that's what I love about this authentic conversation, you know, within the Maurice, Sabrina, Alonzo, Calvin dialogue.
Yes. I love that. Tyler, again, and the writers and the actors, y'all are not afraid to go there. You're not afraid to unpack that, you know, from within and figure out how to show up on screen. And I think y'all did a beautiful job at it. And Brian is so funny. Like, we just love laughing around him, and he is a light. So how did you all kind of take that serious, the serious scenes? How did you all get into the headspace and discuss, like, okay, we can't be laughing on, you know, this is a real moment?
Man, I think it's just there on the pages, honestly. You know, once you see that moment and you see the screams and the 911 calls, and it was on, I just know that Brian needed to be supported, right? It was about Maurice. It was about Maurice's character. So it was more like, okay, Brian, what do you need from me? Yes. And, you know, he said, well, this is my stakes. This is where I'm trying to go. So then I just try to visualize and I try to meet him there, because it's teamwork, you know what I'm saying? And it's his moment. So even the monologue and the recovery and all that kind of stuff, that's his moment. I have to just stand back and support him. So as an actor, you know, for a lot of you guys out there, just support that person, because that story, that moment is way more important than anything else. And so just, you know, we discussed it, honestly, girl, like probably once or twice. We just knew how deep it was. Maurice, Brian did a lot of work on it, you know, and he was just making a lot of notes, and he would talk out loud, and I would just sit back and I would listen, because it's more about, you know, how he wants to digest it. And so we hope that we did a good job. We hope that people were seen, and, you know, because this is a reality. This is real. And you cannot act like people aren't dying out here. So I'm just grateful that we got to have that authentic conversation.
That is brilliant. That is brilliant. And I love talking to you about people and their dreams. I love to talk to you about people building their dreams from the inside out, because your perspective on it is so beautiful. So for all of the actors in here who, you know, might have been where you were 2 years ago, and that are looking and waiting and praying and hoping and working for an opportunity to be a lead on the show, like my sis Novi here, aka Sabrina on Sistas, what advice would you like to give them about continuing the work?
Man, you have to live your life. You know, I was only able to get to these points and be able to draw from the emotions that I have and deliver them on screen, because I engaged with what my lessons were from God. You know what I'm saying? And what I had to go through. So those tears are not fake tears. Those are real tears, because I've shed so many. I've shed so many because I graciously take those tears. You know, that's what it is about acting. You guys always think you have to go to a class. Honey, just sit outside. Watch people walk in the park. You know, watch your family members. Do that character work. If you go into, you know, a CVS or something, just stand there for about 15 minutes and watch people and see how they interact with one another. Like, school is around you at all times. So there were times when I didn't have any money to do it. I had to learn how to do my own headshots. I had to learn how to do my own editing. I had to learn how to write for myself. I had to learn how to break down a screenplay. But all those things made me a better actor. And now, honestly, y'all, I feel more valuable coming into the game. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not just coming in with, oh, I have one skill, but I have a vision, you know, and I have a way of the way I want to express it. So don't get discouraged. Okay? Don't get discouraged, honey. God, all your blessings are inside your lessons. So just take them.
Take them.
Just take them.
Take them. Ooh, child. I mean, it's a word. It's a word. People are like, that's the truth, Novi. See?
Come on. Take them.
I told y'all.
It's hard. I'm not saying it's easy, but just take them.
Right. Absolutely. And I, you know, before I let you go, I have to ask you, what can we look forward to from Sabrina on season 2 without giving too many spoilers? Like, what's going to happen, but what's not going to happen? Like, I don't know. Like, you tell me what you want to say.
I'll just say, okay. You put me on the spot. I'm starting to sweat. I feel like Tyler's on the live watching me.
I know. Tyler, if you here, don't be mad. It was me.
We like a surprise, okay? We're a surprise over here. So I will say this about Sabrina. Sabrina has decisions to make. Heavy decisions to make, and the stakes are higher this season, y'all. Like, the stakes are very high this season. There's a lot going on from the first episode, as you guys will see in a couple hours. So,
and that's how you do it. Do you want to say anything else to the fans who are on the live saying how much they love you?
Maintain your vision. Maintain your vision and let God do the work. That's it. You got it. I love you, G. Keep glowing. I love you so much.
I love you. Somebody said, "Is you pregnant?" Look, I ain't gonna say no. Okay, love you. Bye.
Yo, I love you, girl. Bye, y'all.
See you. This is so good. This is so good. If you are just tuning in, you are now watching the IG takeover, Sistas on BET premiere takeover. We are gearing everything up for the premiere, season 2 premiere of BET's Sistas. It is coming on tonight on BET, 9/8 Central. You can check the title or the pinned tweet to just see everything else that's happening. If you need to press your DVR real quick, I suggest you do it because you do not want to miss it. So far, we've had Mignon, who plays Danny. Then we just had Novi Brown, who plays Sabrina. And next up, I think my brother is in here. Deval Ellis, who plays Zach. Let me see if he's in here yet. He might not be in here because we went a little fast. We're going a little fast. Let me see. I don't think he's in here yet. But, guys, we want to make sure that you are using the hashtag Sistas on BET. He's not in here. Deval, if you're in here, let me know and we can go. Yes, Danny just left. They are so excited to make sure that you guys are tuning in. Obviously, these actors are just as dope as they are off screen, on screen. And I've got to know them for so long. I was there last year when we did the Tyler Perry premiere studios. Hi, Yvonne. And my brother's in here. Shout out to all y'all. So make sure that we are supporting them and loving them equally off screen as we do on screen, because they are really talented actors. Tyler really did a good job of selecting the next best starring roles, and so I'm super excited for that. Now let me see if my brother is here yet. Deval Ellis, you may know him from making all of your Instagram timelines better because he's hilarious. Where are you guys tuning in from? While we're waiting for Deval, let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Somebody says, where is Andy? Look, now we can only get who's available. Okay, look, we gonna get her. Hopefully she'll pop in. We do have 2 more actors who are coming on, and Devale is one of them. So let's see. Where are you guys tuning in from? I saw somebody say South Africa, Sacramento, Los Angeles. Shout out to you. Patterson, New Jersey's in the building. Virginia Beach is in the building. Charlotte. Okay, Brooklyn. I'm in Brooklyn. My name is Gia Peppers, by the way. I'm an on-air talent and entertainment journalist. Been working with the BET family for a long time, so I'm really happy to continue my work with them. Y'all might have seen me on BET's Black Coffee. I'm 1/5 of Black Girl Podcast. So yeah, I'm on, you know, she hosts, she does things. Mississippi's in the building, Atlanta, Huntsville, Alabama, Virginia. I love this. See, Black people really tune in from everywhere. We're so excited to have you. DC, now that's my home. Shout out to everybody from the DMV who's in here right now. Thank you. God bless y'all too. What a nice room. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Deval Ellis is in the building, aka Zach is in the building. Welcome him. Let's get some claps going in the chat. Deval!
What's up, homie?
Oh my goodness. First of all, I haven't seen your actual face since
I know.
1976.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
How are you?
I'm chilling. I got kids everywhere. What's up? If you gotta pee, use the bathroom. Say what's up. Like this guy. Say what's up, man.
Yes! Hey, man.
Say hi.
Oh, look at everybody. Say hi to Kaz. That's Deval's baby. Hi.
This is my baby boy.
Hi. Oh,
Jackson.
is that Jackson?
What's
up, Jackson?
Hi.
Hi,
And
Cairo. Wow, we are getting the price 4 for 1. This is incredible. I'm honored.
You gotta use the potty. Kaz gotta use the potty. Take him to use the potty.
This
This is what happens when you are apart. The oldest can help.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it. First of all,
So
congratulations, brother. Season 2
Thank
comes
you so
on
much.
tonight.
Yes.
How are you feeling? I remember last year when we did this premiere at Tyler Perry Studios, y'all was so nervous for people to see the show. Now you've been on for a year and people are like, we love Zach. He's hilarious. Like, what are you feeling right now?
It feels good. Like this is a lifelong dream of mine. I'm into TV films, so I have the opportunity to play a character that people love and make people smile. It feels good. You know, if I'm excited, I'm honored more than anything.
Yeah, you should be. Now, if y'all don't know, Deval been working for a long time. If you have watched the shows back, you'll see this man on many different shows. So, you know, being a part of such a monumental cast with Tyler Perry Studios, who in the midst of all of this, you guys were able to go to his major premiere event that had everybody in Black Hollywood there. Like, what has your experience been like being a part of the Tyler Perry family, and that being your welcome into Hollywood?
To be honest, it's different because Tyler Perry pretty much bulldozed his way through Hollywood. Everyone talks about the gatekeepers, and there's only one way to get into Hollywood. Perry proved that he can do it his own way. It's also an example that we all can do our own way. So being a part of that is also like being an example that people have a certain power to do it way. Yeah, and it's giving me a lot of passion for create my own projects and stuff like that. So being a part of the Tyler Perry family has been huge.
I mean, what an entrance! What a person to make the first major show of your career. Yeah, that's like incredible. So I'm just so proud and so happy for y'all. I mean, y'all don't know me and the Deval family at this point. Y'all don't really. Yeah. That's my family.
It is what it is.
And so I have to ask you, because we are, you know, living in such a tumultuous time. 2020 is tough for everybody. We got families in COVID. We got kids who can't go to school. People have passed, unfortunately. And then on top of that, we're in the midst of another racial reckoning in this country. And with the losses of Breonna Taylor, we've so many people that have really, George Floyd, that have really taken made all of us step back. There's been some real moments that we've had to deal with. So as a father of 3 young Black men, how do you explain these type of tragedies? And how do you explain to them how they should protect Black women? Because you're on a show called Sistas. So what is that conversation like for you?
Well, the conversation to me came to a head after the George Floyd. You know, Ahmaud Arbery happened first, and it was Breonna Taylor. Of course, we never saw footage of, but George Floyd happened, and then actually watched murder on television because nothing going on. There were no sports, so over and over again. Yep. First, I was pissed. I was just angry. I said this on our podcast that your first inclination is almost become, hey, relax. I'm on the phone. You understand me?
Dad life. It's dad life all day.
But I had to compartmentalize and realize that if I project my fears and my anger onto my kids, they're gonna grow up and have that. So instead, I took a different approach, and I decided to educate them. And I started with Jackson, and we started with slavery, and we went to the war, went to the Emancipation Proclamation, and we went through the Vagrancy Act. What I did was I pretty much explained to them have been marginalized in the country as a commodity for economic growth. So it gave him a reason why this is happening, rather than this fact belief that racism is because of just the color of your skin. It's really not the color of your skin. All racism is, and they want to marginalize us so that they can continue. So in explaining that, him a way to say, you know what, so change can happen. And I'm like, yeah, change can happen if we voice opinions and who we are as people, we educate ourselves. And I also explained to him, speaking and having a Black grandmother and Black aunts, is that it's our responsibility, Black men, to always protect our women, because Black women are the most disregarded, and Black men are targeted men on the planet.
Yeah.
So collectively, we have a responsibility to protect and love and appreciate each other. Those are the things that I teach my boys and make sure they understand. And we can push change. We continue to fight.
Yeah. Yes. I do have to ask, because a lot of people are saying your audio is a little messed up, and but I heard you. But it's like, try to speak again.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, that's good. It's like every other word.
Sorry.
No, you good.
Let me see.
That's live.
It's good now?
Talk again.
Okay. Is this better now? Is this good now?
Yes, that sounds way better, way better. But I love that last thing you said was the most choppy. You said, now what were you saying about Black women are the most unprotected and Black men are the what? What were you saying?
Well, that if we as a people understand culture, we'll know for a fact Black are the misunderstood and the most disregarded being in the world. They are. Black men are the most targeted being in the world. And if we know that about, continue to protect each other, support each other, and empower each other, lift our voices, and need to survive. So that's my goal.
Yes, amen to that. And I'm gonna keep trying. Like it's a little, it's broken up just a little bit. It's weird. It's like some days it works and some days it doesn't.
I'm not gonna do that to y'all. Hold on, I'm gonna go get some AirPods.
Yes, go get your AirPods while we talk. There's a lot of people. Oh, people say you might be covering up the bottom of your phone. I don't know.
I'm gonna what's the thing.
We gonna make it work, y'all. We a family here. This is Sistas Family, Sistas on BET. While he's getting his incredible AirPods, make sure that you are telling every single person that you know to tune in to the 2-hour season premiere of Sistas on BET. You'll see Zach, you'll see Danny, you'll see Sabrina, you'll see so many incredible people. Andy, everybody is coming back, and make sure that you are watching. Hashtag Sistas on BET. If you're tweeting with us, if you're posting with us, if you're doing anything with us, we want to make sure that we can spread this wide and far and let everybody know you're enjoying the season 2 premiere. Now let's see if it's gonna work.
Connect the AirPods. Hold on, guys. I know y'all asked for her, but here she is. Hold on.
Devale is Sabbath.
I'm trying to do a live. I'm trying to do a live. You trying to do a live. It's just a lot of lives.
That's why we ain't got no internet, because everybody's splitting the internet. I love it. I love it. This is what happens when you're in a family household, y'all. This is what happens. Some people get on air. Some people don't. We just got to figure it out. Let's see. Now, let me see. Okay. All right. We got you. Somebody said Kadeen is hogging the Wi-Fi. They love y'all.
That's what it is.
They love y'all. I'm like, it's so dope to see. Uh-oh. Dang. See, y'all, this is a real thing, y'all. We got to split the Wi-Fi. Let's see.
Are you on your phone?
I'm trying to get this together, y'all, because yeah, I'm on my phone.
Are you doing the phone service or are you doing Wi-Fi?
Now I'm doing the Wi-Fi, but
if it keeps messing up, maybe just do the 4G, 5G.
Let me see.
Yeah,
I apologize.
It's all right. Look, we got time. We chilling. We are in a pandemic, in quarantine. We're not going anywhere. Make sure you guys, again, using the hashtag Sistas on BET when you are on posting tonight. Again, 9/8 Central on BET. You will see all of your favorite actors return to this incredible Tyler Perry show. I can't believe that it's been a whole year since the premiere, but all of these actors have glowed up, and it's beautiful. So we will see it. Let's see if we can get them back.
There we are.
I think we're good. Perfect.
Yes.
All right, perfect. So I can hear you.
Does that sound better? Does that sound better?
That sounds so much better.
Okay.
Okay. So it's so funny that you walked and saw KK because everybody's been talking about Kadeen. They love you guys as a family. They love how you love her. And it's beautiful to see. Honestly, when I first met you guys, I was like, oh my God, they're so cool. But then to see y'all on social media love each other even harder than you do in real life has been my favorite thing to follow. Y'all's love has created these opportunities that are out of this world. So how does that feel to be able to literally make a job out of celebrating the love that's already in your life?
To be honest, it's surreal, but it's deliberate. You know, I love my life. I really love my life, and I just want to share it with people. And I got into sharing my stuff on social media because in this pursuit to be on TV film, I kept booking the same roles. I was the criminal, I was the ex-con, I was the bad guy. And I was like, you know what, I'm tired of playing these roles. And then to cap it all off, Jackson said to me, we were watching Power Season 2, and I was an ex-con, and I had on an orange jumpsuit. And Jackson goes, Daddy, you always got on that orange jumpsuit.
Wow.
And I was like, man, like I can't just keep portraying the same things over and over again. So I talked to Kay. I said, yo, I want to start to create a social sitcom about our family. Because at the time, reality shows weren't portraying Black families in a positive light. So I was like, yo, let's just do our own thing. Let's create our content and show them something different. And it's been working. So I've been excited about it. I feel like I'm living in my purpose. Like it's just been great.
It's so beautiful to watch. Y'all are manifesting your purposes in various ways, from literally celebrating the love within your home already. So I think that is so beautiful. And one of the questions that, you know, our producers wanted to ask is literally about that. Said, as a husband, we see you every day on social, loving up on Kay, making sure that you guys are protecting and hyping up, you know, our women. But what advice would you give to other Black men about how to love and support Black women?
Like I said before, it's first understanding our history as a people. You know, I've said this a while ago, and I will say it again. Black women are angry, and they should be. If you're a Black woman in America, you have a right to be angry. If you just look at what has happened to us throughout the course of history, and you're not angry about it, something is wrong with you. You cannot be complacent and be okay with what's going on. So as a Black man, if you know the heartache that Black women have to deal with on a daily basis, it's your right as a Black man to give them grace. You should be their sanctuary. You should be the place they can go to let that out. Let me know what's going on. Let me be your refuge. So when you're not out there in the real world, when you come home to me, I should be the one you can unleash that on. Let me know. I can take it. Let me know what's going on. Let me hold you. Let me hug you. Let me love you. Let it all out, because tomorrow she's gonna have to go out there and do it again.
Wow. Yep.
And the fact that she got to do it again, she should be able to release that. I'm a man. I could take it. So understanding your history, understand why Black women are so targeted, understanding why Black women are so misunderstood, and just being their refuge when they come home. That's what I would tell as many Black men as I can. That's what you have to do.
That's so good. Yes, be our refuge too, because we often, you know, we know how important it is for us to be y'all's peace, but it's also important that you are our peace too. Black women, as you said, we need a safe space, and hopefully we should be able to find it within the men that we love. I love that.
Absolutely. I remember my grandmother, she grew up in Jim Crow South, my Nana, Deval Ellis, and she had told me that because she used to work, but she was a homemaker as well. And she said to me that she knew for a fact the only time that my grandfather felt like a king was when he came home. And that was her responsibility to make sure that his food was ready and that she could be there for him. But socioeconomically, things have changed for us. So it's not only men going out into the workplace and coming home, women are going out and building careers and building livelihoods for their families. So who's supposed to be their refuge?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's our responsibilities as men too, and we have to take that on, and I embrace it.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I don't mind grabbing the kids, holding them for a second, and be like, yo, let mommy go get in the bathtub, let her do her thing, and then when she come out and she's let the whole world off her chest, then we handle it together. So we have that responsibility, and I embrace it. I love it.
That's beautiful. And speaking of things to love and embrace, people have loved and embraced you as Zach on Sistas. And I have to ask you, what playing that role, what Zach has taught you, what character, I know that you guys are totally different as human beings, but has there been anything Zach has taught you in playing that character has impacted your own life?
Well, I mean, prior to being on TV, I ran a nonprofit organization called Prototype Sports Performance Lab, and I used to mentor young men. And I mentored a lot of young men who were like Zach in that mid-20s area. They would graduate from college, and they all had aspirations of going to the NFL or the NBA. So when you don't meet those expectations and you're forced to come back home, people tend to look down on you.
Yep.
And for black men, when people are constantly looking down on you and telling you you ain't gonna be nothing, you start to try to flex your manhood. And black men, the easiest way for men to flex their manhood is through their penis, right? How many women can I sleep with? How many women can I conquer? And I look at Zach and I saw that Zach was dealing with that prior to trying to be who he needed to be for Karen. And to be quite honest, both Zach and Karen are toxic because Karen won't allow Zach to grow into the better person he's trying to be. She keeps reminding him of who he was. And her being toxic and him being toxic always puts him in a place where he has to defend himself and prove his manliness. So he goes back to doing what he used to do. And it just reminded me of so many of the young men that I used to mentor. It reminded me of me at a point when I first retired from the NFL and I was trying to find myself. I went through that phase as well. And I speak about it openly because it's a reality. And I channeled that point in my life to become Zach and to put Zach on camera and also be lovable, be funny, and be comedic, because Zach wasn't always supposed to be so comedic. But I added that to bring a human nature to Zach so people can root for him through all of his flaws. So that's how I was able to develop Zach.
That's beautiful. Well, my last question is, because, we got to go to Ebony next, who's I'm sure very ready. My last question is, what can we expect from season 2? I know y'all are back and bigger and better.
Yes.
What can we expect without giving away too much to the folks?
This is what I'll say, all right? Zach becomes who people want him to become. But the journey is not easy. And you have to root for him through the ups and downs. So continue to root for Zach and just go on this journey with him from episode to episode and see how he makes his choices. He doesn't always make the right choice, but he doesn't always make the wrong choice. And all you have to do is just continue to root for him and see Zach. When you look at Zach, know that you're looking at so many different black men out here in America just trying to do the right thing. So just watch it. And we appreciate your support and we love y'all. And Gia, I love you. Shouts out to you. I see you grinding out here doing your thing.
Thank you. I hope to see you in person one day soon. I got to come out to the West Coast now and got to see y'all. But I'm so proud of you. Tell Kadeen I love her. We want to have y'all on Black Girl Podcast. Don't tell nobody. We gonna talk about it.
I ain't gonna tell
nobody. Okay, I'm gonna text y'all later. But I'll talk to you. But I'll talk to you later, Deval. Make sure y'all check out Zach, aka Deval Ellis, tonight. Season 2, BET Sistas is coming on 98 Central. We'll see you later, man. And tell the kids I love them as well. We'll see you.
I got you. They're at the pool now. I love y'all, man.
Bye.
Peace.
I love that. I love that. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, everybody in here, thank you for hanging out and tuning in with us. My name is Gia Peppers, and we're going on to our last interview of the night. I can't even believe it. Again, season 2 premieres tonight, and I'm bringing up the super talented, super gorgeous Ebony Obsidian is here, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise.
Hello.
Girl, the beat jumped out.
And You know how we do, putting on our makeup inside the house to not go nowhere. You know how it is.
Period. Because where am I going? To my living room. Period.
Nowhere.
Nowhere. First of all, we were just talking about Karen, and we were just talking about how much we love Karen.
Oh, okay.
But Zach did say that both of y'all was toxic. I just want to put that out there, and it's true.
I agree.
Y'all are toxic. You know, it happens. We have to grow through these things. But I gotta ask you, Ebony, season 2 is coming on tonight. You have been in our on our television screens for the past year, and people have fallen in love with you. What does it feel like? How are you feeling right now before season 2 debuts?
I just want to be transparent. I am, in fact, sitting on a bed because I need to brace myself for tonight and what is about to transpire. I said this a lot last season. I don't be remembering exactly what happens in each episode, so I'm scared. I'm scared right now. I don't know what mess we're getting into, but I know that we're picking up right where we left off with Karen and Zach and Aaron and that whole love triangle and whatnot. So, you'll get all the answers that you guys have been wanting to know for the past few months.
Yes.
Hold on 1 second, Gia. Come in. I'm doing an IG live with Gia Peppers.
Yeah.
Would you like to say hi? Hello. Do you want to see who this is really quickly? I'm sorry. I don't mean to take up our time.
Yes, I do.
This really handsome man just walked in. If I could just show you him.
Please do. Wait, how we get to
Listen.
Wait. Now y'all got to do it together. Is this real life? Do we want to do this? Like, what's up?
He's in a robe. I just wanted to show you his face real quick.
Okay.
Hi, Gia Peppers.
Hi. How are you, Brian? It's so good to see you.
I'm good. You look beautiful.
Thank you. So do you. Yo, let me get that robe. Like, that's a good robe.
No, I'm next. It's coming to me next. I've been waiting for it. As a matter of fact, go take it off now and just leave it by the door.
First copy.
Thank you.
I can't.
Okay.
I can't. That is hilarious. I love it. First of all, yes, thank you for the beautiful surprise. But I have to ask you, what was it like for you? How has Karen changed Ebony's life? Tell me about what this experience has been like for you, because, girl, the people love you, honey. It's just beautiful.
It's been such a whirlwind. I mean, from the beginning of shooting to rapping to the show, doing press, which you were on our first press tour, and getting into the actual show dropping and just keeping up with everybody every week. That I'm excited to get back to that. Live tweeting and just seeing how people are receiving these decisions that, Karen is making kind of like on the fly, For all intents and purposes, I feel like every time I jump into her shoes, even though I've read the script, I really am learning right along with her, because some of the situations I can relate to, but I haven't necessarily handled the same in the past myself. And so I feel like it gives me a what if I went in this direction kind of insight. It's really, really interesting. And it's fun. Honestly, I know it's a lot of drama and a lot of craziness, and honestly a lot of trauma that Karen dealt with the first season.
Yes.
And you're going to see a lot of that kind of boil over into the second season as well. I don't think as a Black woman, we're always supposed to be so strong, and Karen is absolutely strong, but she's human too.
Yes.
And the things that have happened thus far do affect her physically, emotionally, just in her psyche. So you're definitely going to see a lot more of Karen unraveling, if you will.
That's beautiful. Yes, unraveling. And I think that's what people are drawn to the most about Sistas, is that even in the sad times, we know that we're human and we know that we'll get back up, but just to see how other people might deal with it is incredible. And the way you play Karen with so much heart and strength and sass is really dope to see. And so I'm just so proud of you and so happy for you. And one of the things, you're welcome. And one of the things I've been asking everyone all night is the tagline for season 2 is Sistas Are Forever. So tell me about your tribe of forever sisters and how they've supported you and why it's so important.
You mean my sisters on the show? Because they are my sisters in real life too. So
see, that. I mean, some of them shouted out they besties from way back, and so
okay, we can do a little bit of everything then. But to start, we are also friends too. That's been great because I feel like all of us are so different. Yeah. So it's really nice to just be able to chop it up and just between us doing the work, just kind of chop it up about our own experiences as you know, Black women in different cities and different states, and just our experiences growing up in very different backgrounds. And then, of course, my best friend, my childhood best friend, Alicia, hopefully she's watching this right now. If not, I got to send it to her later.
Okay.
Since the 3rd or 4th grade, like literally since way back, can go for stretches of time not talking because we're both busy, and then get on the phone and chop it up like nothing has passed, even though we're filling in each other, you know, about a ton of stuff. So relationships like that, I think, as you get older and you start to kind of develop into your own individual, you know, person, and maybe you don't live as close to some of your close friends as you used to. That's been like one of the hardest parts of growing up is like, you know, you got to be on your own really in a lot of ways. But a sister is somebody that you can pick up the phone and call and, you know, be understanding that, you know, you guys are going through your own changes and your own growth, and just be supportive of each other's journeys. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's beautiful. You're supportive of each other's journeys, no matter how far or near you are. That is beautiful.
Exactly.
And I think you guys represent a really awesome layered dynamic of friendship, because you won't always get along, but I think sisterhood is also toughing it out through those tough times and being there when we all got, I know, you know, I got my bratty moments and my friends got their bratty moments. Like we you know, being there, like the power of sisterhood is so incredible. And so I love that we get to see it every week on BET, honey.
Yes, Vegas. And it's 2 hours tonight, by the way.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen.
2 hours.
2 hours. It is not, you know, a mistake. It is 2 hours. So make sure you get your drinks and everything that you need and tune in. And so on Sistas 565, your character Karen is one many women can relate to. Street smart business owner, about her life, very on top of it, independent. But you know, she's also representative of the quintessential strong Black woman, you know, and the things that we've all had to kind of learn to be in our lives. And so, you know, we know that Karen is not always strong and tough as she puts on, but you also have her vulnerable side. So what has Karen taught you about being vulnerable in your own life? And talk to me a little bit about the power of vulnerability.
Absolutely. It's so interesting watching this character from paper to screen, even with the choices that I make, but mostly before I make the choices. It's so interesting watching the route that she chooses to go, because the more that I get to know Karen, the more that I realize all Karen has ever done is try to be what she's missing at all times.
Wow.
So even creating a business, even, you know, running her own stuff, even, you know, having a home for herself, having a, you know, car for herself. If we think about it, like there's some moments where mama pops in and we see that she's kind of a gypsy, right? She kind of comes and goes as she pleases. So, you know, that could say a lot about her childhood and just what home life was like. I think she's built stability for herself, and she defends it very, very viciously. And I think she feels threatened at all times, because as a Black woman, your stability is constantly disrespected or just not valued, or I guess not deemed essential to you and your mental and physical health and emotional health too. So I think that's the biggest thing that I've learned from Karen. But I think she's so misunderstood, as a lot of Black women are misunderstood. It's like there is always a root for anger. Is a secondhand emotion, right? Anger is a secondhand emotion. It doesn't come from nowhere. You know, whether it's her relationships with these men, Zach and Aaron, or if it's just her own feeling of lack. Because I think in a lot of cases, Karen does see where she lacks, maybe doesn't know how to fix that too.
Yes.
So that's especially when you bring in other people, it's like, well, I could probably fix me easier than I could fix this dynamic between us. So maybe I should just leave.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's so powerful.
Yeah, vulnerable is a superpower. It's a superpower. It doesn't mean that you let people walk all over you. It doesn't mean that you're just an open book for people to come, you know, check out whenever they want to do it. But it just means that you can own your humanity. It means that you can say, I'm not going to skip out on this human experience because I've been so jaded by my, you know, past or whatever it is. And so she's opening up quite a bit more this season. I'm very excited for people to see that. See what that looks like. I'm excited.
Yes.
Nervous
We're
and
excited too. We are excited because, you know, there's been so much that has happened with Karen's story. And even from episode 1 to the last episode, we just seen so much growth and so much
power in her story, and I love the way you play her. I just love watching you on screen. All of you guys are just so beautiful and stunning. I'm just like, look at my friends. I stand. You guys are just, I stand. Honestly.
I love it
because it's so beautiful to see. And I have to ask you, so many people are commenting right now. I love Karen. I love watching her. What does that feel like? What does that feel like as someone a year ago who we were all walking around Tyler Perry Studios just being like, girl, this is fire. I can't believe we in here. This is lit. Like, what is this like now to now have filmed a second season as an actress, a lead actress on a show? Like, that's incredible.
That's how it felt returning as well, because the first door that I walked in the Dream Building coming back for the second season was the same door that I entered going for my callback. And so we were just in the same vicinity. The thing about it is I had forgotten my key card, so I couldn't get in. So I felt real brand new. Okay. I was like, oh, this is a whole new experience. But on a serious note, I mean, what does it feel like? It feels incredible to be able to interact this way. I don't think I've interacted this way so directly with you guys, with fans, with audience, as I have on Sistas. Like, I started live tweets, and I'm proud of this. I'm going to keep saying it. I started live tweets on Sistas season 1. That is an accomplishment for me. So just having the conversations, you know what I mean? The conversations surrounding women and their experiences, regardless of what that means. Because even Black women can't be put into, a box. We're so different. You can see that when you watch the show. Danny, Sabrina, Andy, Karen, they are very different, and they're sisters, they're friends, they make it work. And it just feels incredible to be a part of that, with someone like Tyler Perry, BET. Like, these are staples in our community of storytellers, you know what I mean, and have been for so many years.
Yeah.
It's just like, wow, to be a part of that legacy is kind of crazy. I gotta remind myself,
Yeah, girl. Yes.
To breathe.
You're in it. And I have to ask you, before we let you go, I can only imagine what it's like to work on set with a powerhouse like Tyler Perry and all of these incredible actors and all of these people that you get to interact with every day for, a short period of time. But what have you learned from being around Tyler Perry? What has been your favorite thing about working with him on Sistas?
So we all know that Tyler Perry directs, produces, writes material, and then, enlists other creatives to join in the process, both cast and crew. That's huge. We know that that's the fabric of who he is. I think the biggest thing that I've learned is going into season 1, I had so much more freedom than I would have with someone who was that in control. And I, as artists, giving each other room, it's something I've learned on other sets, but I think maybe not as prominent. Giving each other room and other artists to be their own artists. Like, it's very few and far between that I even get notes on takes, it's because he trusts us so much with the work. Whatever we bring is what is. And letting go, that process of letting go, trusting that where you've brought this project thus far and wherever it goes is that's where it's intended to go. Like, he's a genius. He's a genius with everything he does, and he's so encouraging as well of our growth outside of the show as well. Women, artists, actresses, everything. I've learned so much, but I think that in a nutshell, the biggest thing I take away from my experience with Tyler.
That is awesome. Well, we won't keep you too much longer since we just wanted to check in with you and say hello. We are so excited to watch you as Karen tonight on the season 2 premiere of Sistas on BET. Girl, I can't even tell you how excited I am for you. I'm just so proud of you.
I'm gonna get some food and some liquor. Okay. That'll be good.
Okay, you and Brian turn up, okay, and y'all have a good night.
We are. I can't wait to see you in person.
I know. I can't wait to hug y'all. Yeah,
it's been.
I know.
2021.
When it's safe, that hug is gonna be very lit.
Plastic.
Why not?
Each other.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, sis.
Let's do it. Well, thank you so much always for your support. Much love. Bye, guys.
Love you, girl. Bye.
Bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of our season 2 takeover, IG takeover for Sistas on BET. I hope you all have had a good time. We checked in with Mignon, we checked in with Novi, we checked in with Ebony, and we checked in with Deval Ellis. My name is Gia Peppers, and I hope you had a beautiful, beautiful evening. Remember, tonight is the 2-hour season premiere of BET's hit show, Sistas. Season 2 comes on tonight. Make sure if you are watching it, tell everyone to use the hashtag Sistas on BET. Tell your friend to tell their friend and their auntie and their great auntie, okay? Because we got to watch tonight and support all of these actors. And of course, to love to Tyler Perry and love to all of you. We are so happy that you all tuned in tonight. And we'll see you later. Enjoy. See y'all at 9, 8 Central on BET for the Sistas Season 2 premiere. Bye.